Hello, this is Prob Joe. This is a little tutorial video on how to make submods for my Dogs of War mod, so you can add units or other mods via a submod for the Dogs of War mod. So let's go. We'll be adding units from this mod, so it has some really nice looking units, it's pretty popular. Let's go with this. And it's not actually my Dogs of War, so it's going to be useful as well for people who want to play with these units. So when you subscribe to the mod, Steam downloads it to a folder with all the mods. And that is going to be here for me. For me it's on C program files, Steam, Steam apps, workshop content. If you have Steam installed somewhere else, it'll be another location, but basically it'll be in, go to content. There's going to be all the Steam games that have mods. And Warhammer 2 is going to be this one for all of you. That's the ID for Warhammer. And these are all the mods you have. So this mod will be somewhere in here. For me it's sorted by date, so it's this one. By the way, you can open everyone, there'll be a picture in there, you can find it by picture. Basically in the folder will always be a picture of the mod, the thumbnail, and there's going to be the actual mod. All mods come inside a single file, a pack file, and with a pack extension. We can open those packs with a modding tool we use, Rusted Pack File Manager. So if we want to open this and take a look inside, we'll need a Rusted Pack File Manager. Let me open Firefox. Okay, let's go find Rusted Pack File Manager. So let's Google Rusted Pack File Manager. Yeah, it's this one. So go here, releases. The latest release will be here at the top. So there's the latest release right now. And you want to download this thing. Don't download this, just this one. Okay, save. And we download it, we put it into downloads. Let's unzip it. So once here, start Rusted Pack File Manager exe. So for me it looks like this. For you it will look white. There is a white theme, this dark theme. And when you start it, you probably have to adjust preferences. So it actually points to your Warhammer 2 folder. It needs to find the data from the Warhammer 2 folder to work. So just find it on your computer and select it. That's that. And make sure game select is Warhammer 2. So then we'll open the mod. It doesn't support drag and drop, so let's do it like this. Paste the mod, open it. So this is all the stuff that's inside the mod. So you can see, you can ignore pretty much all of it. What we need are main units. Main units tables, this one. This basically. And these are the unit keys. We need this to make a submod. So make sure actually the unit column is the same as the land unit. It should be the same nowadays. It can be different, but modders usually put them the same, and it needs to be the same for our submods, because otherwise it's more complicated and I won't cover this. But it should be the same in all cases, because it's a smart thing to do, and that's how modders do it nowadays. And you can see they're all the same actually. So that's fine. And we don't actually want heroes and lords. If there's a hero or lord column, don't put that unit, because it won't work actually as a lord, as a hero. It will work as a unit, but not as just as a combat unit. So I suggest not adding it. It won't work as you think it will. I only support legendary heroes in the mod. I support lords, but item is a really complicated, so I won't cover that. It's just normal units. Basically, we want these things, the keys. So let's open the example pack file that you downloaded. For me, it's in data, but this thing is, and it only contains a single Lua script. That's all you need to make a submod. This is the actual script. You can edit it in here in Respect File Manager. I'll edit it in an external program, but you can do it in here. So basically, I'll just copy paste everything into a text editor I use. Let's switch to Lua to get some syntax highlighting. Yeah, that's pretty, really pretty. So this is the actual script that you can see. You'll need to edit this part. The rest, you don't edit this part. So the race name. This example script actually is the one I use for my Sharkman submod. So here the race name is our Shark. But you probably want something else for as a mod name. Legion of Mermedia, so we'll use that, Legion of Mermedia. It will be under this tab inside the Dogs of War mod. I think I always put mod units into their own tab. I think it just works better that way, but you can also put it under Empire. If you leave it like this, or put those units under Empire tab mixed with the Empire units. I usually give them a unique race name. Then we need the actual unit keys. Let's switch to this one, to the actual pack. Yeah, these are the units. So basically, without heroes and lords, start like this one. It is be formatted correctly, so the indentation doesn't matter, but it needs to be inside quotes and needs to end with a comma each line. So for the first unit, take this unit, just click on the name, copy, Control C, paste in here, or make sure you have quotes and a comma. That is for every unit here. So basically, I'll do it in a quick race, but yeah, if you don't have a good text editor or whatever, you will have to do each line manually. But there's not that many units, so it's not that horrible. I'll do it in a quick way. So just say quotes and a comma, that's all we need. Those are all the main units. And then we actually need to get the cost. The mod needs to know how much the unit costs to give the cost in the UI to charge the player. I can't automate this, it has to be put inside the script. So we have to do that as well. And the format is a little different for this table list. It's complicated. This is a Lua table basically, but also this is a list. This is a different kind of table. It's complicated in Lua, but basically, yeah. This table needs to be formatted like this, not quotes and a comma, but needs square brackets, quotes, and square brackets equals the cost and a comma. So for the first unit, we'll take multiplier cost. That's what I usually use, 1450. So first unit and its cost. That's how it associates the unit with its cost. That's how the whole table needs to look. Let's take the second unit, 1350. Yeah, and so on and so on. I'll do it the faster way as well. So let's not waste time. Square brackets, quotes, square brackets equals, and here I can also do it like this. If you have Excel, you can probably do it with Excel copy paste stuff. There are ways to do it. And an indentation doesn't matter. You can have it like this, you can have it like this, you can have it like this, whatever. Just make sure you have all the quotes, brackets, and commas here. And that's all you actually need to do. If the actual main unit and line unit keys are the same as they should be, you don't have to do this. To check if the mod is actually enabled for the player, I use this method. I check the land unit key if it actually exists. For this, it checks the first unit, it checks this one. This is what the mod actually checks if it exists. And it will exist because this mod adds that localization line. This is what the mod adds, and we check if this exists. So yeah, that's why we want to make sure that land key and main key are the same to check this. If they're different, you can add something manually from here, one of the locks. But I say you won't need to change this because if they're the same, and they should be the same, if the modder knows what he's doing. Yeah, you don't need to change any of this basically below this. This is how this submod, this script communicates with the main mod. Basically takes these units and puts them where they need to be put, adjust tables and so on. So let's copy this whole script and I'll put it in here, overwrite the example script. So how to look, and you need to rename both the script and the packs. They need to have a unique name that won't have the same name as some other script, some other file, some other mod. So let's rename this Legions of Media. That's how I'm going to name it. It's a longer name, but it's better safe than sorry. And I'll save as the whole pack. I'll give it the same name. Make sure it's unique. This is my prefix PJ. You can use something else. But yeah, we want unique names for our mods, for our scripts, for our units as well. This is his prefix. Our betting step and mods start all writing each other units. Yeah. Basically rename those things that have renamed them. The script, the pack. So that's that. It should work now. Let's go in game and let's check. I'll use the mod manager. But you can use the launcher, the default game launcher. It's the same thing. So let's enable the Dogs of War. Let's enable what's the name of this mod? And let's enable our actual submod. You can ignore this one. So yeah, let's launch the game with those three mods. The main Dogs of War, our submod we just made, and the actual Mermedia mod, this one. That's all we have in game. Let's start a Tyrann campaign. It's the fastest one to load.
Champion of the Ever Queen.
And yeah, you need UI modding framework as well. That's I didn't mention, but yeah, the Dogs of War mod needs a framework here. This won't work. So yeah, here's the Legion of Media. Is we can buy some stuff. Let's buy some stuff.
Her servant.
Okay, that's
At your service.
that's enough for what we need.
Oriah. Ulf-1, there is glory to be won.
They start damage because that's how the mod works. You can change it.
I lust for...
If the mods use default Warhammer animations, things will just work fine. If the modder adds unique animations, then, well, they need to be added to the animations table in our submod. Very few units do that, but if there is actual mod that does that, do it. You'll need to add this animation for all the races, so it works for other races, because they're culture locked, basically. Like Craventail, this Craventail's animation, and we add it to basically all the cultures. For instance, Empire. So if there is a unique animation, you need to do it like this. Take this part, add to all the cultures. But this mod doesn't use unique animation, so you don't have to do that. So they're not T-poses, so the animation works. Yeah, this is the guys. Not for you guys. Nice work.
What do you build? On to glory. With haste!
And that's
Awaiting
okay. Now we'll upload the mod to the workshop. For that we need to make a picture. So this is the, I don't know, like a template you can use to make your own. Make whatever you want, any picture you want. But your mod needs a picture. I usually use 512 by 512 as a thumbnail. Let's just say it's something quick. Where are you? Let's do something dumb. Whatever. Okay. Yeah, it's perfect. It's perfect. I just add some text. This is what I use to add outline text. Yeah, it's perfect. It's perfect, guys. Just like me. Absolutely fantastic. Let's save this to add data folder, the same place where the pack is. It needs to be in the same pack PNG. It needs to have the same name as our pack file. Where are you? It is in the pack. Yeah, it should be in the pack. I don't know why. They're basically the same name, so just give it the same name as the pack file. Yeah, it's here. Lighten so it becomes PNG. without layers. That is fine. Make sure the picture isn't too large in size, around 1 megabyte, not above. Otherwise, Steam won't actually upload it. It failed to upload, give you some stupid error that doesn't mean anything. But yeah, we have our pack, we have our PNG thumbnail for the mod. We can go, we need to upload through the normal launcher. So let's upload our mod. Yeah, I have a billion mods, so this will take a while. Let's sort by name. Yeah, it's this one. Upload its unit sales doesn't really matter. Except okay, it uploaded. Let's go here, view, and be here. So basically make it public, give it a better name. Some description, whatever. Yeah, that's pretty much that. It should work fine for other people. Hope it was useful to you. Hope you can. I know some people really use the Dogs of War mod and would like me to add more units, but I don't have all the time in the world to make submods for other mods. So yeah, and this wasn't complicated at all, really. I hope you agree. It's nothing complicated about this. So hope you have luck and have fun and whatever. Yeah, see you some other time.